So, Steve, we finally got you to Dandy City.
Yep.
Good to have you here.
Thanks, Dave.
How you found it?
Awesome so far. Very excited to be here. The club seems amazing. Obviously, I've known it from a distance for a long time, being a Croatian boy myself. I remember back in the Chelsea days, went to venture up there a few times to have a look when they were back in State 2.
The old Velodrome.
The Velodrome Arena. But yeah, great club. Most important, great people around it. The stadium's awesome. One of the best going around the NPL, and the resources they've supplied us with this year have been second to none. So definitely very excited to be here.
Do you need a passport this time you ventured? First time you ventured this way?
Well, I'm hoping to get some e-tags maybe or something like that from the club. But yeah, look, it's interesting to drive, but you make a few phone calls to a few people from the phone book or you haven't spoken to in a few years to see how they're going. But it's good. It's good. It's okay. It's manageable.
Productive time.
Productive time. Productive time.
So you've been at 4 of the big Croatian clubs, bar North Geelong.
Yep.
Who's got the best kitchen?
Best kitchen. Look, I'm a Croatian boy at heart. I don't think maybe I can separate them. Knights, the women behind the kitchen at Knights, St Albans and Dandy, and Strathmore too. I can't separate them. But the snappers at Dandy are definitely the best in the business.
I don't know if Steve will be too happy about that at Dandy, mate. So yeah, we'll ask you that in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, once I actually get to taste the cuisine a bit more. I've only tried it once so far, so no, it's good.
Very good. Preparations for this season, how are they going?
Excellent. So I think 7 weeks now, pretty much done. We've got a 14-week pre-season, which is fairly long, but I think actually having probably that extra 2 weeks is going to help the boys. Getting all the boys in the park, fit, ready to go for round 1. That's our priority at the moment. Obviously, we've got a few new guys joining the group, getting everyone to gel, understand their roles, systems. Ultra important at this stage, creating that culture, that bond between the boys. But so far so good. Can't complain. The boys are actually, doing all we've asked them to do. They're buying into what we're saying. I think they're enjoying the sessions so far. So in that aspect, everything's been first rate. So can't complain at all.
Talk to us about yourself and Jelks. You've been together for quite a while, almost inseparable.
Yeah.
Obviously got a good relationship on and off the field.
Yeah, excellent relationship. We've known each other for a while. Obviously before we even started coaching, and while I was still playing and Jelks was still playing and he was in Adelaide, sort of family friends. And yeah, when he moved out to Melbourne, he started coaching, I think, the St Albans Saints under 20s, and at the time I was just finishing up playing and sort of began to become interested in the coaching caper. We started doing some coaching courses together, and then from there we've done a C licence together. He got the gig at Melbourne Knights under 20s, and I came across with him there and coached under 18s, and we worked there fairly closely together. So we usually merged the groups as much as we could to help everyone develop, and also relationship. We get on well. We can question each other's decisions, in a nice way, so to say. We're not afraid to speak the truth, but yeah, he's a good bloke, and we work well together.
Does it get heated sometimes?
When you're passionate about anything, it always gets heated, but at the end of the day, he's the boss. He'll get the final say. But
a couple of Croats in a room.
I know.
There can be fireworks.
I'll definitely throw my 2 bobs with him.
Now I heard at your C licence course it was a really high calibre class of coaches. Are there any mentors emerging from that class?
Well, I recall a young reporter, Davutovic, actually was on my C licence course there. He came to learn the caper of coaching. I think it's helped you maybe with the journalism a bit.
No, it hasn't got me anywhere.
No, there was good people actually. We had Ivan Jolik and Joe Montemuro, obviously both coaching professionally. They were our instructors for the C licence. Both amazing in my view. Monty's obviously gone on, he's overseas with Arsenal women's team at the moment. Yola's doing excellent now with Central Coast, and they're actually flying at the moment, playing some real attractive football. So in terms of mentors, they were definitely one of the first guys who actually started to explain the coaching caper and how football, you could actually look and analyse football in a different way, which I've never heard before. And really, really grateful that we had the opportunity to have them actually as the instructors. Because I don't think after that, I think they maybe might have done 1 or 2 more courses, and then they sort of went down their own.
And our former TD was on there as well.
Yeah, young Ljubo. He's doing very well for himself too. Excellent guy. He knows his football. He spent a lot of time developing himself, and he's a bloke that's not afraid to ask tough questions and look actually self-evaluate, which is awesome to see. He's now with Victory, I think it's under 15s, so he's in that environment where he's actually always wanted to be, and good on him for that. He's done well at Dandy City. What I've heard and when I've spoken to him, he went a long way in developing some sort of culture and framework for the club and for the juniors. And obviously that's something that's going to benefit the club in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And now with Dario on board, obviously he can take over from Nubo and add his own little element to it. So real good.